Hey, this is a project that I did for my e-portfolio. This is for biology, and here we go. I did a project on whether increased human life expectancy would better the ecosystem or would have a negative impact on society, whether there would be no impact at all. I found very interesting results that I did not expect. It seemed that rather than increased life expectancy damaging the ecosystem, it seemed to be a benefit. This is due to three factors. One is a lower birth rate. In fact, it could be proven to be a sustainable birth rate in many countries. Another factor that would be a benefit would be more intelligent people who can evaluate what's going on with the environment and help fix it. Thirdly, with a longer lifespan, space travel for longer periods of time becomes a better reality, and we can work on colonizing other planets. One of my sources was on ScienceDaily.com. And it says, due to the post-industrial world, people live longer. Because of the demand of resources, there is lower birth rate associated because families can't invest as much money in children. Rather, they invest more in each child with less children. Another one that I found that had a bunch of graphs is on Blogspot. So, if you look right here, one second. Come on. One second. So if you look right here, you can see that in the sub-Saharan Africa, the fertility rate is a lot higher, meaning they're having more children, but their lifespan is not as high, which is another graph up here. So the life expectancy in Africa is lower, but they've got higher fertility rate. Whereas in East Asia and Pacific, they have a higher lifespan, but a lower birth rate. So that means that if there's a higher lifespan and a lower birth rate, that means that we're not going to be overpopulating the earth. Rather, the lifespan is there's going to be less people on the earth. So, yeah, that was really interesting for what I found. So another thing that also contributes is that the older people get, the less they can have children. So that means that the bigger percentage of the population is also at an age where they can't reproduce. One thing that I also found in another article is there is a trend between longer life and intelligent. The more intelligent a person, the longer the life. So it stands to believe that if everyone lived longer, people would become more intelligent. This could help us research more about how to develop clean energy and protect the ecosystem. Another thing is through longer lifespans, the young can learn from the mistakes of the old and progress and make that much more progress because the old will live that much longer and can learn more without that information being lost through death. So this could help the ecosystem because we would be able to learn about clean energy at a faster rate. And then when space travel, which is my third topic, is when humans live longer, we will be able to explore space more because humans won't die off in space, but live longer to go deep into space. This could help us find planets suited to our needs and lower the population on Earth and therefore preserve the ecosystem. And therefore, in summary, an increased lifespan will overall benefit the ecosystem. The only major concern is that with the increased lifespan, the population becomes lower and it could become unsustainable and eventually fall if people live too long. And that is my project.